Welcome. I haven't seen anyone play this. This is actually fairly recent. Welcome to Be Safe with Me. This is a shorter visual novel that follows I think it was two lesbians. Two transgender, well, not both of them are lesbians, but they're both transgender, if I remember correctly. But without further ado, let's get into this. Hello? You gonna turn down? Damn, I'm sitting here trying to get you to turn down. You're lagging the shit out of my fucking computer for no reason. Jesus. Alrighty. Sorry, I had to fiddle with the volume. I'm finally getting out of the train. It wasn't a super long ride, but I'm still happy to finally be here. Though I also now notice how nervous I am about the whole date. After looking around for a bit, I finally see her. She doesn't seem to have noticed me yet, though. Hi. I walk up behind her and tap her shoulder. Dory. Whoa! Jesus. She quickly pulls me into a hug, making me gasp softly in surprise before I can return the gesture. She already pulls back. Oh, sorry, I got a little excited. Can I call you that? Oh! I like this art. It's really nice to look at. Sure. So, is that what you've been calling me in your head? I give her a smile, trying to appear more relaxed than I am. Oh, I've been going through a few different names. How do you feel about it? I don't mind it. I mean, I've never really had nicknames, but it sounds nice, I guess. Well, it should be a bit more than sounds nice, I guess. I'll just keep trying until something sticks, sugar pie. She says playfully, ooh, that grammar. She says playfully flirtatious. I don't know if that's even proper grammar or not, because I've never seen those two words used together. Bit much. Her playful demeanor does calm her playful English. Her playful demeanor does calm me down a little, however. Oh well, should we get going? Yes, sure. Ah! They have combo sprites! Ah! The interaction. Oh, it's so nice. She casually reaches for my paw without even looking. Her paw is so soft and small in my own, but she still pulls me along with confidently. Pulls me along confidently. Either there's an extra word there, or one word is typed in an incorrect fashion. My heart starts beating a little quicker, and I feel embarrassed over how this simple touch already gives me butterflies. So, how was the train ride? Oh, Jesus. What? Her question pulls me out of my thoughts. Pulling is the wrong word to use there. It would flow nicer if you put pulling. No, not pulling. My brain is messed up right now. Her question pulls. That would be the correct word to use there. It flows, it makes the sentence flow better. Your question pulls me out of my thoughts. Oh, you know, a little boring, but I can keep myself occupied. She nods, interested. See, Nat. So, what are you doing? Just writing a little. Ooh, cool. What are you writing? I, started working on a small fiction for this show, Dreamless Dusk. Mm. I love that show. Her eyes light up excitedly. That's the smile I'm after. I know you told me about it. That's why I wanted to check it out. Oh yeah? She chuckles softly. But that's so cool. So, can I see what you wrote? Oh, well, I mean, it's not done yet, so, like, maybe once I finish it. My eye. But anyways, so, like, have you been to that art museum before? I try to change the topic, not really wanting to show her anything about the smut I just wrote in the train. Actually, no. I know it's pretty close to where I live, and I've been meaning to go for a little while. But I didn't exactly want to alone. And didn't really have anyone to come with. My friends aren't interested in that sort of art so much. So I'm glad we're going together. I stuttered a little. Oh, they put blush on the ears for the models this time. I don't know very many visual novels that'll do that. They'll put a face blush, but they won't put blushes in the ears like the text will say. That's a nice addition. I like that. That's really fun. She smiles to me before quickly adding, though of course I care more about her. Brr. Nat keeps trying to get up in my face. Though of course I care more about our date itself. The museum's more like a bonus. I can finally tell you all about the cool stuff about these artworks now. What? There we go. It just isn't quite the same over text, so it's nice to be in person like this. She leans in slightly, our shoulders brushing against each other. Yeah, I'm glad to finally be with you like this too. I hope she doesn't notice my ears becoming red. Wow. Alright, have a nice visit. Thanks, you too. Dang it. She whispers as she begins to walk next to me. Oh, I know a couple of people who do that shit all the fucking time. Like, you forget you're not talking to a fellow customer or, you know, a fellow civilian. You're talking to a worker of said establishment. You're like, shit. Like, it's so easy to do. We enter through the doors, being greeted with many traditional paintings and all kinds of sizes hanging. I'm running out of oxygen. Hanging on these walls, these white walls surrounded by more minimalist architecture. Oh, I didn't even notice she had a little pride pin. She has a little trans pride pin. That's awesome. I also keep forgetting these are transgender characters. Like, in my mind, they look like girls. They look like women. I keep forgetting they're trans. Like, the character art is just so good. I love it. It's so fun. But so simple at the same time. I think there's supposed to be a comma after the wow. Then again, I could be wrong. I never was very good at punctuation. Wow. Was Oh my god, my fucking dyslexic ass. With some of them, you really only grasp the size when you actually look at them in real life. Wonder how long they took to paint. I agree with her. As we stand in front of a 2 by 2 meter, Jesus, large painting of a landscape. That's large. How long? Oof, how long do you take? How long do you take for? Damn it! How long do you take for your paintings? Holy shit! Oh, it really depends. But bug, Jesus. But I guess I usually don't spend more than like 10, 20 hours on the same painting. But these here must have taken like weeks or months. She exclaims, her eyes looking through the room with wonder. So is this all like classical art? I look around seeing more of these grand detailed paintings. No, it's sort of organized in the different time periods here. Further this way should be some more modern art as well. Well, voice cracked. She points down the hallway. Modern art, as in the very abstract stuff? Yes, you like it? I mean, I suppose I never really looked at it much, so I don't know. But since you like it, it's probably cool. I give her a soft smile. Well, we can definitely check it out later. It's actually the main reason I wanted to go here. Is it like the paintings you make? God damn it. I think back to the pictures she sent me, as well as the ones I saw on her social media. They've always impressed me, though I've always felt a bit out of her league for it. How she could express herself in such ways, and I could barely understand the paintings beyond finding them pretty. I feel like I can't keep up with her when it comes to these things. I hope I'm not too boring for her. Not quite. I mean, I like to use I like to use abstract elements, but there's usually still clearly recognizable parts too, you know? The ones here are mostly full-on abstract as far as I know. Cool. I reply, not quite sure what to expect. As we walk around, I start looking around more casually, while she admires individual paintings for longer. I find myself being more interested in what Riley says about the paintings than the paintings themselves. Hey, Dordor. Dordor. Look. This one's named after you. Or, well, named like you, I mean. Dordor? I smirk a bit at that name. I mean, maybe because you're the door to my heart. She says in that playfully cheeky tone again. Why the fuck did... shouldn't that be the key? No key needed, because this door is always open for you. I chuckle. She has such a cute smile when she talks nonsense like this. But yeah, take a look at this one. She turns around again to guide my gaze to the painting. It's a painting showing a coast and a woman visible from the black, from the back, looking into the distance. This piece is called Dorothy's Last Wish. Your last wish, huh? So, what do you wish for? Hmm, seeing the ocean? I mean, I don't really know, but I've never been there, and the painting made me think of it. Try to read her face, hoping she didn't expect a more profound answer, but she begins to smile. Well, then we already have a plan for another date, I hear. If you want to, that is. Sure, but isn't the next ocean like 10 hours from you? I suppose it would be a road trip and a beach date then. Sounds nice to me. Really? Good lord. Mucus. I smile to her before my lips drop a bit. Yeah, but I'm not much of a swimmer, though. You mean you don't want to, or you can't swim? I don't like to. The dysphoria is a bit annoying with that. And if it's not that, then it's people staring. We've texted quite a bit about being trans. It's a big reason why we connected so well after all. But we haven't talked all that much about our problems in regards to it. Maybe they stare because you're so beautiful. Your compliment pulls me out of my thoughts. Yeah, right. Well, that's why I stare at you. I mean, I don't stare, just... I do mean it, is what I wanted to say. Seeing a bit of awkwardness in her tone makes me feel more at ease. It's also just very cute, bringing a small smile to my face. But I mean, I get the staring thing. I mean, with my antlers, I'm not exactly hiding being trans anymore.
Good.
Ugh. Excuse me. How do you feel about your antlers, if you don't mind, if you don't mind sharing? I've always found them beautiful, but I never felt confident enough to ask, not wanting to upset or trigger something. No, it's fine. I actually quite like them nowadays. I didn't for a while. When I was younger, I always tried to hide them somehow. But that's not so easy as you can imagine. You can of course get them temporarily removed, but I realized and mainly wanted to do it for acceptance, and while people do suck sometimes, I don't want to just conform because of it. It took a bit, but I learned to love them, and love them, I suppose. And now I think they're kind of cute. I think they're cute too. She returns a soft smile. But yeah, I get that. I do feel like some of my dysphoria does come more from, like, societal things and how I'm viewed instead of, like, actually coming from me. I mean, it's a little hard being confident when the world tells you you're an abomination. And then you try to date, And then when you try to date, you have people who only care about your body and not, you. It's like neither one is worth it, to be honest. It's like neither one is worthy to be loved. My eyes widen a bit as I realize I'm just bringing the mood down. Oh, sorry, that got a bit depressing. I kind of understand what you mean, though. But I hope you don't feel like this on our date. Oh, no. I just wanted to vent for a bit, I guess. But I don't feel like that with you. Yeah, my voice is just cracking all the time. That's good. She grabs my paw again, while smiling at me reassuringly, holding it a bit tighter this time. Anyways, would you like to check out some of the abstract art now? Might get your mind off of things a bit. Yeah, sure. I'm glad to move on from the topic. Afraid I messed up the mood now. While the rooms themselves look the same, the different types of paintings give it quite a different atmosphere. So, God damn it, my voice keeps cracking. So, what do you think? I mean, it's interesting, I suppose. Well, you can be honest with me. She nudges me slightly. Lightly. I guess I just don't quite get it. Like, what's the point? I mean, so it's just two blue stripes. I point to a painting close to us. It's simply a grayish canvas with two big blue vertical stripes. Oh, wait a minute, but they're not the same. One is uniform, but the other one is very it's not uniform, it's messed up. It's a bunch of strokes making the bigger whole. Wait a damn minute, I hit the space bar. Whew. She suddenly moves a bit closer to me, her face close to mine as she looks over my shoulder at the painting with me. She smells like strawberries. My heart starts to flutter. Well, take a longer look. Try to articulate what you feel looking at this. I try to think harder. Well, I don't know really. It can be a bit tricky to do it all at first, but take your time. Okay. Damn, what do I feel? Nervous, but that's because she's so close. Dang, am I holding her paw weird? I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Focus! My paw's starting to sweat. I don't know what I feel. It's just two stripes. Why is this here? It's so dumb. But she likes it though, and she's so nice. I'm overthinking this. I feel like I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, you want me to go with? I know public restrooms and all. No, I'll be fine. Thanks, though. I reply quickly as I'm heading off, putting my trans pin in my pocket before entering the restroom. Oh, that was dumb. Why'd I just walk away like that? I mean, it's so embarrassing around her. I take a few deep breaths, looking at myself in the bathroom mirror. Come on, girl. It was just a simple question. All she wanted to know was how I feel about it. She's nice. She won't judge my answers. I remind myself. Hi. So, did you figure out how you feel about it? It's hard to speak. She looks at me with that warm smile. Warm smile. It's calming. I mean, not really. I only really feel confusion, I think. But that's still worth something, you know? Because just think about why you're confused. Because the painting is so unconventional. Then what conventions does it break? Because you don't get why it's worth being in a gallery? Then, oops, should I hit the fucking chord? Then what determines the worth of an artwork? I think abstract art is so interesting
Self-voicing
because
disabled.
it forces the people to question these things. Because it's not so easy to consume. I look at her more at ease now. I find myself actually interested in this painting. I keep fumbling. Let me see. What do you feel when you look at this painting? Well, I see a bit of sadness, I suppose, with the two stripes just sort of standing there next to each other, but still at distance. So they aren't gay then. Well, I guess we should get a bit closer then, because I'm very gay. Yeah. This time, she doesn't just hold my paw, but also holds onto my whole arm, but then quickly pulls away again. Sorry, do you actually like this sort of physical touch? Yes, I definitely. I feel myself getting a bit flustered. I get flustered easily. I don't know if I blush all that much, but I get embarrassed. I get anxious. A lot of things. Emotions run rampant. Not good. I was just wondering because you seem a bit hesitant about it. Oh, no, it's really nice. I just feel shy initiating it, I suppose. She gets closer. Sorry, I have to itch my head. Itch. She gets closer to me again, her warm gaze on me before she turns her attention back to the painting. Well, where was I? I just feel it's a little sad, especially with the one stripe being so rough and messy while the other's perfectly straight. As if the rough one could really use support from the other, but just can't get it for whatever reason. I mean, the blue color, of course, can also lead to sadness, but then again, you could also analyze this in 100 different ways. But I think that's the cool thing about this. You can get so many different experiences out of it. I think I'm starting to get it. I think I see beauty in it now, mainly. But that also may be because you're next to me. I mean, because of the beauty of what you explained, I mean. I add quickly, feeling my face heat up. Well, the context of where and when you see an artwork is, of course, always relevant on how you connect with it. She looks at me warmly. that's what art is all about, if you ask me. Yeah. We've been looking at this one for a while. Want to keep going? Yes. This one looks interesting. I point to... Get out of here, bug. I point to another artwork. Most people would call it an art piece. I point to another artwork, and we begin wandering around the museum again. How about this piece? The colors are really cool here. She turns to what she's looking at. Yeah, it's pretty. You seem a bit tired of this, though. You know, we could go to my place now if you'd like. I feel myself tense up a little. I mean, are you sure you don't want to stay longer? I want to make you leave for me. This is still a date, dummy. I want to spend time with you and not the museum. Besides, I've seen all the cool art stuff here anyway by now. So, yeah, let's go. Okay. I hope she's not mad at me for not being into this stuff as much, but feeling her paw on mine again is comforting. We reach the car after a short walk. She holds the door open for me. God, why are sound effects always so startling to me, no matter what the sound effect is? Good God, I am such a pussy. Ugh. Holy crap. Watch your head. I'm not as tall as you. I think you don't need to worry about me for that. No, I guess. But my car is a bit lower than common, and you'd be surprised how many people have bonked their heads here already. The inside looks more decorated than my bed. Wow, that is really decorated. To be honest, that'd be my kind of vehicle. Though, I'll be honest, I like to call our red vehicle the Deadpool mobile because we do got a Deadpool sticker on the rear windows. I think it's at the corner or no, it's at the top. It's the middle top. It's real fun. The inside looks more decorated than my bed, and I got a lot of plushies. There's and I think it's supposed to say it's or she's or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, there's stickers and figures everywhere. Oh, my FPS. That's because the mouse went on screen. Moving. Dang, this looks really cool. Thanks. I really like decorating. Makes it feel more like home, you know? Yeah, it's nice. Would you like to choose the music? She gives me the aux cable. Oh, sure, okay. Okay, well, she talked about liking rock, so I do have a playlist here, I think. Though my usual music goes a bit more towards hyperpop. I don't really have a specific preference. I mean, I really love rock, but I like pop, I like techno or electronic music, I like soft rock, metal. I can swing a bunch of different ways, to be honest. I'm not super picky as long as I like what the song is about and the sound of the song. And I'm good. But I don't know if she likes that, and I don't really want to make her think I'm even weirder than she already believes. Oh, don't think of yourself like that. Here. I'm gonna hit save. And I'm gonna go with Hyperpop. Whoa. It's just a really quick metro. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I can change it if you want. No, it's fine. A little obnoxious, to be honest, but I can see some appeal. It's kind of like the abstract... It's kind of like the abstract R we saw? That E is supposed to be a T. We saw, right? I mean, with, like, breaking conventions and stuff. Oh, yeah, I suppose. I mean, I just like the energy. I don't think about it that deeply, to be honest. That's cool, too. So, is this what you like to listen? Is this what you listen to usually? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I listen to all kinds of stuff every now and then, but I always come back to this. Oop. Especially when I'm stressed, I think. It just calms me down, ironically enough. How do you like it? Not quite my thing, but I can still see why people would like it. Does this mean you're stressed right now? No. Oh no, I'm fine. I mean, I'm a little nervous, I guess. Okay, but if you're actually uncomfortable, please tell me so. I nod. She really has a way to calm me down. You know, this makes me wonder what else I don't know about you yet. Like, I mean, some of the basic things, like, what's your favorite food? I feel like we sort of skipped this kind of small talk a bit when we were texting. Ah! We've actually texted about some of these things, but I guess I sort of felt too embarrassed about some of my interests. Well, you don't need to be. I mean, you've seen some of my paintings. I won't judge you for being weird. She chuckles gently. Yeah. Well, that's another reason to have more dates, right? I mean, if you want. Of course I want. I want to know all about you too. I feel like sometimes I just talk a little too much. But the cord is tickling my toes. Jesus. God, I still have this scabby bit on my friggin' leg. But I don't just want to make it about me. I do like hearing you talk, though. Waiting, making sure I don't double tap because I accidentally touched the thing. She lives in a small apartment complex on the second floor. The stairs... That's still the art gallery behind there. I don't think that's right. She lives in a small apartment complex on the second floor. The stairs would usually be annoying, but she was holding my paw again, and I just couldn't care for anything else then. But then we finally reached the door. The world? Well, here it is. Feel yourself at home? It's supposed to be make yourself at home? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say feel yourself at home. It was a smaller apartment and quite crowded with all sorts of things. It looked like she pushed some art projects to the side to make it look slightly more organized. You know, the life of an artist. It's a bit of a messy life, to be honest. Or maybe just so you could actually walk through the small room. She had some paintings, a few still unfinished, rested up against the wall in the living room across the hallway. Ow! Sitting crisscross applesauce. Ouch. Shoes off, please. And you can just drop your things next to the door. I take them off, gently putting them next to hers, which she sort of hastily threw off, and nudged to the side of the wall. So I'll get the dinner I'll get dinner ready then. The is a bit weird, but still a proper sentence. Get the dinner. Cool. Eh. Good lord, I'm burpy today. Woo! Excuse me. Feel free to look around. She told me she plans something ahead and only needs to put it in the oven. She went off to the kitchen and I started towards the living room. It had a small TV, a couch, a little table in front of it, as well as some DVDs and video games stacked next to the TV. I actually have a drawer where I have that stuff set up, but the games that I typically go for a lot are actually right next to me here. I would like to do some Call of Duty game playthroughs, but unfortunately I can't because the ones I have on Xbox, except for Modern Warfare 2, I have the original Modern Warfare 2, by the way, doesn't work right. The discs are a bit scratched up. They're old, so uh, I'm not going to get new copies of those. I'm going to get the digital copies, but I do like to keep physical copies moreover, which is why I am going to get the Army of Two games, which are stranded on there, except for the first one. I don't know why the ones after it didn't get moved over, which is kind of sad. But simply because the second two games are stranded on that console, I figured I may as well buy all three for the console, just lump them together. But I will be having a playthrough of those, because those are really cool games. I love those games. And they're multiplayer, which means I get to play them with somebody. I'll have to be in the same room, but still. I don't really mind much. Well, it does seem like she's sort of tried to get this place organized. Her art is still all over the place, and finished paintings half covering each other. I recognize a few that she already sent me pictures of. She said she does prefer to work on a bigger traditional canvas, but is also partially moved to digital since it's cheaper than buying all the traditional art materials. I hear some footsteps closing in. So dinner should be ready in 30 minutes. What do you want to do? I don't know. I guess we could just talk a little. Sure. Shit. Well, what my voice did there. She leads me over to the couch and offers me something to drink. Do you feel more comfortable now than in the museum? Yeah, it's nice here. I mean, museums are calm places too, but just being alone with you, it relaxes me, I suppose. I hope my words don't come across as dumb. but she just smiles and nods. I'm glad you feel that way. Maybe next time we can go somewhere that's more about your interests, like browsing some bookstores. I've never actually been to a physical bookstore in God knows how long. Be nice to go sometime. Oh yeah, that sounds nice. Though I tend to spend more time with fan fictions, I guess, rather than regular books. Maybe you could read me some of works. That's a weird. Maybe some of your works. I'd like hearing. I'd like hearing more of your voice. Yeah, cool. I think I know what they were trying to say, but uh, the way some of this is worded makes me think uh, English isn't their first language, but I'm not 100% certain, so don't coin me on that. Her flirting is sweet, but the thought of what she's suggests just makes my ears go red from embarrassment. Oh no, let's not do that. You're lucky if I send you some of my fanfics, but I definitely won't read them to you. Oh, why not? Have some confidence in your writing. Well, it's not just about confidence. Maybe I should just. Maybe I think you should just read it at your own pace to enjoy it properly. I stammer out as an excuse. Well, alright. But I might ask you again someday. She gives me a playful smile. We keep talking for a while longer. Oh damn, what time is it? Hold on a sec. She quickly goes to the kitchen. Ah, fuck. I hear coming from the other room. Everything okay? I call to her. Yeah, it's fine. Just, wait a sec. Uh-oh. I hear a loud thud coming from the kitchen. I decide to go and check on her. And that's where she is, on the floor, kneeling, next to the burned lasagna, or maybe splattered half on the floor, with tears in her eyes. Oh no, not that. What do I do? Dora? Hey, what's wrong? I move close to her, kneeling down and putting my paw on her shoulder, trying to comfort her. It's just, you went all this way with the train, and I wanted to make it really nice, but then at the museum you didn't seem to be into it much, and now I can't even get the dinner right. Hey, it's okay. She just sits there sniffling a bit. God, I must look so dumb right now. Hey, come on now. I mean, I'm not as much into paintings as you are, but you made it interesting, and I don't care about the food. I came her. It's missing an E. I came here for you, and not to look at some paintings and eat. But still, no, I mean it. It's really okay. To be honest, I don't even like lasagna that much anyway. What? But why didn't you say that? I could have made something else. Well, at least tried to, I suppose. She looks down at the mess on the floor, but with a slight smile this time. Sorry, I guess I didn't want to disappoint you. You won't disappoint me for not liking a type of food, dummy. Hey, a second ago you were scared to disappoint me over food. So who's the real dummy here? She chuckles. I'm glad she's starting to feel better. You know, it's nice that. I'm amazed that didn't break. Actually. Because if I am correct, because that sounded like glass, and it's red, and I don't know many casserole dishes that are red that aren't glass. I actually think most casserole dishes are made of glass, or at least some kind of glass. You know, it's nice that you came here for me, but, like, I still want you to enjoy things, the things we're doing. Okay. She stops for a short while before looking
Uh,
at our could have been dinner. She stopped. Nope, I read that already. So, do you want to order some pizza then? That sounds nice, but we should also clean this mess up. Oh no, I couldn't just make you help me clean on our date. I want to help you. Alright then. It took us a little while to get all the spots off the floor. But once it looked presentable again, the pizza also arrived finally. All the spots of the floor. That is a proper sentence, but it sounds a little weird. You can keep it that way if you want. It still works perfectly fine. But all the spots off of the floor, more so referring to cleaning up all the food up off the floor, would also work if you chose to switch it to that. I didn't say anything, but I actually had been getting kind of hungry at this point. Do you want to just eat on the couch? I mean, if it's fine with you, sure. So, do you like. Oh, I get it. My brain. I don't talk like this. Do you like. Because I don't talk like that. I just, talk mostly normally. Mostly. Can be weird sometimes. So, do you want to, watch an episode of Dreamless Dusk? To be honest, I don't actually like the show all that much. What? But didn't you write a fan fiction about it? She looks at me surprised. I might have also done that more for you. Don't get me wrong, writing it was still kind of fun. I mean, I do think Rebecca and Jessa have some chemistry, but just. But I'm not so into the show itself. I do have that kind of thing where I'll like certain characters and the dynamics between certain characters, but the overall show itself or movie, I won't like as much. Yeah. Some people are weird like that. Also, I do have a trans flag. This wasn't originally my flag. This was originally uh my sister Ella's flag, but they left it here and I needed easy decor that could just be taken off the hooks, which is just on some hooks screwed into the wall. So I can just take it off the wall whenever I want. I will eventually be getting the command strip hooks to use instead, so that I don't have to go into the walls whenever we move, whenever that is. Who knows? Anyways. That's kind of cute, but like, I'm sorry if I made you feel like you had is a better word to use there. It makes it more cohesive. Feel like you had to pretend for me. She gently holds my paw again. No, it's not your fault. I think I just generally act like this when I like people. Sorry. No, you don't need to apologize. I feel some awkward. Whoa, why does the top sentence look like it's smaller than the bottom? That hurts my brain. Sorry. Whoa. I feel some awkward tension, but after a short while, her face slowly shifts into a smile. Into a small grin. Sorry. So, does that mean you like me? She says in a joking voice. Maybe. I chuckle lightly. With that, we sit down, deciding to watch some movie instead. Gotta itch my ear. Oh, dude, I love the art. It's so it looks like an oil painting. Oh, this is the screen. This is the main menu screen. It just doesn't have them in it. That's nice. I wonder if they're going to do a thing where the main menu will change once you finish the visual novel. Because some visual novels and some games will do that. And I think that's so fun. Like, once you've seen the story, it'll change its menu. Either based off the ending that you got, or based off of the fact that you've seen what happens now, and it'll just show more on there. It's really fun. It's a little extra immersion. It's fun. Once we finish our pizza, oh well, there's one slice left. I imagine you just got a basic pepperoni, maybe some sausage or mushroom on there, it looks like, or something. But looks like pretty good pizza. If it's mushrooms, then no thank you. I'm not a mushroom person. Sausage, I'll eat it. Sausage. It's not exactly my thing, but I'll be okay with it. I'll push through it because it's not like it tastes bad. It's just this odd, for me, it's just this weird combination of flavors, which just doesn't work right for me. Autism, man. Once we finish our pizzas, we keep watching the movie, sitting close beside each other. She makes me feel so warm and comfortable. I lean more against her side as we enjoy the movie. After a little while of watching the movie, I ask her, "Hey, is it okay if I stay the night?" Of course. I mean, I didn't really expect you to drive home alone at this hour anyways. And I'd be happy if you stay longer. It would work better if that said stayed. It sounds like I'm nitpicking. God. Ugh. I'm just pointing out parts that could be worded a bit better, or are just slightly incorrectly typed, because sometimes typos do happen, like the her instead of here. I have had that issue a couple of times. She smiles at me with a light blush and scoots closer to me on the couch. Cool. I feel a nice shiver run through my body and cuddle a little closer, leaning against her. I can feel her warmth and hear her soft breathing. I start to forget about the movie, just enjoying her closeness. The rhythm of her heartbeat keeping my attention more than any actor could ever. I turn to look at her, my paw attentively reaching for her cheek. She has a surprised look on her face, but quickly turns into a smile. This cute, warm smile makes me feel so comfortable in what I am about to do. God, I'm like a schoolgirl. God, I love a good kiss. Ah, it's so fun. I gently pull her a little closer and finally lean in to kiss her. Oh, that was so small, but so good. I hope that capture came out good. I don't know if it did. But I love that so much. That was so fun. And while it did take a minute for me to really get captured in there, mainly that was because I tried to record a video before this, and it failed miserably. Because, tell me if this seems a little ass backwards to you. Initially, it was just supposed to be a reaction video, the one that I was recording before this video. Tell me why this computer can capture a game better than it can just flat out recording a tab open with a video playing. How does that make sense? Also, this computer just doesn't like to play videos while doing something else at the same time at all. This computer's really crappy. If this is any indication, OBS is currently taking up over half of my CPU right now. And the only things that are physically open is OBS and this game. But if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. I went on a rant because OBS is a pain. Well, more like this laptop is a pain. But if you want to see more one-offs like this that I don't really do very often, let me know. I will see you in the next video. Bye!